Hey, what's up everybody? It's Scout Sniper 69 here again, and the gameplay I've got for you today is a gameplay on the Nuketown map. The weapon I'm using is the SPAS-12 with the silencer attachment, and the score for the game is 49 and 15, which, I don't know, it's not great. It's not that bad for using a shotgun though, I don't think. We're playing some Domination here, and since I have a shotgun, I know I could do the most good just by running up and getting in their face and not necessarily sitting back there to capture flags. But what I want to talk about in this video is Modern Warfare 3. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, oh my goodness, I've heard this so many times. I am going to say some stuff that not everybody has heard before, I don't think, because I have watched some videos and I do think I'm going to say some new stuff. One of the first things I want to talk about is point streaks, and I only have a couple of things to say about that. I hear a lot of people talking about the Assault Strike package and the Support Strike package, and how the Support Strike package is going to leave so many kill streaks flying around in the air. What I think is the Specialist Strike package. Oh, actually, let me mention one thing. I might have some spoilers in this video, so if you do not want to hear any spoilers, if you're one of those people that doesn't like to know anything about the game before it comes out, that's totally fine. You probably don't want to watch this video, though. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Specialist Strike package. I think that is going to be more overpowered than a lot of people think it is. Because at an 8-kill streak, okay? 8-kill streak, every perk in the game it gives you. Every single one. Except for overkill, but I mean, think about that. Like in Black Ops, for instance, if this were Black Ops, think about that. Having Hardline, Ghost, Sleight of Hand, Warlord, Flak Jacket, all that mess. That would be insane having those many perks. I mean, that would just be out of control. So I do think that's going to be more overpowered than people think it is. The other thing is people have been talking about the Juggernauts. The Recon Juggernaut, I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem. The Recon Juggernaut is the one that is included in the Support Strike package, because the only weapon that you get with that really is a pistol and a riot shield, which means you have to get pretty close in order for you to be effective. And that does mean that people can come up from behind you, and it won't be that hard to lower the guy's health, you know. It probably will take a couple of tries, it'll probably take a couple of deaths, but the guy won't be able to do that much damage. The Assault Juggernaut still has that same amount of health, that 1,000 points of health, but he gets a light machine gun, which means that guy can hang back and he can kill people from a long distance when no one will really be able to kill him, you know. A sniper headshot. A sniper headshot, I believe with multipliers in Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops, does 300 damage. That means it would take 4 headshots with a weapon like the Intervention or the L96 to kill a Recon Juggernaut. Excuse me, not a Recon Juggernaut, an Assault Juggernaut. I mean, and, you know, those are the bolt-action rifles, and if it was me, you know, if I kept getting shot, I would move, wait for my health to come back, and keep killing people. So I really think that is going to be a lot more overpowered than a lot of people think that it will be. But we're getting on past that. Next thing I want to talk about is weapons. This first thing falls under the equipment category. That's the EMP grenade. The EMP grenade disables turrets, so SAM turrets, sentry guns, everything like that. You know, I know that you can stun turrets, and I know that is effective, but it doesn't keep them stunned. They only stun for a little bit, you know. So in order to destroy the turret, you have to go up and you have to knife it. And you know what? If you're going up to knife it, you run the risk of the sentry turret could turn back on, and it could kill you. And oh, speaking of right there, I knifed a turret. Or you could simply be shot by the enemy team. These EMP grenades simply destroy the turret. That can make it a lot easier to take out all of these things like SAM turrets, sentry guns, because a lot of those are going to be running around everywhere with the support point streaks all over the place. The next thing is called Trophy System. What that does is it destroys any explosive device flying through the air near you. So that means grenades, RPGs, noob tubes, all of those, they're going to go bye-bye. So in one sense, you could use that as a semi-alternative to the Flak Jacket in Black Ops, or in Modern Warfare 3 it's going to be called Blast Shield. You could use that as an alternative. I know it wouldn't work on Claymores or C4 or anything of that nature, but it would kind of destroy the grenades or RPGs or noob tubes flying at you, and that would be unbelievably helpful. I am really, really excited about the trophy system. Next thing I'm going to talk about is the differences between Bouncing Bettys and Claymores. I've seen some people have done videos on this, but I also know that a lot of people are still confused. The differences between Bouncing Betties and Claymores is Claymores explode in one direction. Bouncing Betties are omnidirectional. So that means that the Bouncing Betty explodes in all directions. So of course you would automatically think, Bouncing Betty is superior. There is a counter to both, obviously, in the Blast Shield perk, which means that you don't take as much explosive damage. It's like Flak Jacket. The other alternative is that what you can do is when walking past a Bouncing Betty, if you crouch or go prone, you will take no damage from it. So that means that it could be rendered entirely useless by clicking a button, which, that kind of balances it out, definitely. Would you rather have the one-directional explosive damage of the Claymore, or would you rather take the chance of your target crouching and rendering your Bouncing Betty useless, but still having the ability for it to explode in all directions? And the other thing is that when it explodes in all directions, you have a lot higher probability of getting double kills or triple kills or even a multi-kill with it. I could see, people doing like montages of like multi-kills with Bouncing Betties. That'd be really cool. The other thing I want to talk about is the weapon list, and I don't really want to say much about this, but I am going to say I am really, really excited about the weapon list. The weapon list in Modern Warfare 2 didn't really excite me that much. A lot of it looked kind of, standard issue. There wasn't really anything out there or exciting. The weapon list in Black Ops, on the other hand, just confused me. I didn't understand it because, as we all know, a lot of the weapons weren't even invented by that time period. And yeah, they say it's Black Ops, so they had all these extra access to weapons that, no one else knew about, but I still didn't like the weapon list in Black Ops very much. I am very excited about the weapon list in Modern Warfare 3, however. Just to give you a couple of examples, the FAD, I like that assault rifle very much. I'm excited about the Type 95 and the CM901. CM901 is the one I'm probably most excited about. It's based off the AR-15 platform, and it's just a newer model developed by Colt, and I think that's going to be a very, very strong weapon in the game. Type 95 is just going to be kind of like the FAMAS, I think. It's a 3-round burst gun, so it's going to be a very strong weapon, I think. Now, what I really wanted to talk about here, we're getting on to perks. A couple of things I wanted to go over is, first one, Hardline. This is something everybody knows. Hardline Pro, 2 assists, count as a kill or a point towards your point streak, which means that, everybody can just sit in a corner and spam flashbangs and stuns to get those assists, and that is going to be gay. And that is going to be very frustrating, and I'm going to be raging a lot of times playing this game when somebody gets a kill streak, or a point streak, using just flashbangs and stuns. The other thing is Blast Shield. Blast Shield is probably the tier 2 perk I will be using the most, and once you have the pro version of Blast Shield, that means that you are protected from explosives as well as stuns and flashbangs. So to put this in terms from Black Ops that people will understand a little bit better, that's like having Flak Jacket Pro and Tactical Mask Pro all wrapped up in one amazing perk. Look, Flak Jacket Pro and Tactical Mask Pro were the 2 perks from Black Ops that I hands down used the most. So the idea that both of those will be in one perk is just fantastic to me. I realize Assassin is still a better perk, it will still be the dominant perk, but I think that Blast Shield is definitely going to be a pretty strong contender to it. There are others, for instance, like Quick Draw. That's going to be a good perk. That's going to be a good one to use. But I'm still very, very, very excited about Blast Shield. The other one, Overkill. Overkill is another one I'm going to be using a lot. This one is again in the tier 2 slot. And this lets you have 2 primaries, which will kind of let you do what you could do in Modern Warfare 2. In Modern Warfare 2, you could have shotgun secondaries. Well, now you can still have your primary weapon, say an assault rifle like the M16, right? But that means I can also pack my SPAS-12, which is a primary in Modern Warfare 3. It means I can have that as my secondary. So Overkill, I think I'm going to be rocking Overkill a lot, because the shotgun secondary is very, very useful. Especially when they said that they're going to be bumping up the power of the shotguns to make them better primaries. Because the shotguns in Black Ops, they sucked. The HS-10 couldn't do anything. Sometimes when I'm using the HS-10, that's the classified shotgun, is like I'm shooting somebody and it seems from like one end of the room to the other, it loses its one-hit kill ability. The HS-10 is like next to useless. Especially because in Black Ops they really don't have hardly any attachments. The HS-10 or Stakeout would have been a lot more useful if I could have put something like extended mags on them. That would have made them a lot more palatable to use. That's why I am using the SPAS-12 in this video, because it does have the 8 shell capacity. Now, as you can see here, the score is 198, so the gameplay is pretty much over. I'm going to continue this in part 2 of the video, and I hope you will all tune back in and join me for that. I would like to say, I hope you would all please, anybody, leave a comment. I would really like to know if you guys liked this video. I would really like to know anything you guys might like to see. I would like to know anything you guys don't like. I would appreciate any sort of rating, even if it's a thumbs down, you know. I just want to know this and get better at this so I can do it better. Thanks. I really appreciate it, guys.